Yes, boys, welcome back to the channel, man. Erik Ten Hag sacked from Manchester United today, and listen, we all know it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen, man, but it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time at this point. The cycle continues, boys, eh? The cycle continues, man. Another manager, another 3-year project, another 3-year field project, and he goes. And then the cycle restarts again, man. And with Erik, listen, I like Erik. I did like Erik. And listen, I think there's a time that comes where you have to be sacked, no matter what. And you know, I was never really ultra Erik Ten Hag out, and I respect people that are, and I understand the reasons for being that, and I also respect people that are Erik Ten Hag in up to the end, and respect the reasons for them being that way as well. For me, I think, you know, obviously yesterday's game, listen, we can talk all day about yesterday's game. Obviously the penalty incident was bullshit. I mean, VAR is a disgrace on that. How they see that as a penalty is anyone's guess. I mean, it's just ridiculous, and VAR yet again proving their inconsistency and incompetency, and why no fan in the league trusts them, you know, to be refereeing games for their football club. But that's by the by in the sense of yesterday's game, because we should have had the game won by half-time with the chances to do so. Yesterday's game, ironically, the way, you know, they sacked today, ironically, yesterday was one of probably our best performances in the first half of that game. We had, you know, 4 or 5 really good chances that we should have stuck at least 2 of them away, I felt. You know, we should have gone into half-time at least to a 2-0 lead. West Ham offered nothing in that first half. We were much the better side. But we get punished for not taking our chances. The big problem with us in recent years, boys, has been obviously chance creation, right? We're a very, very boring team to watch, and we don't create a lot of chances, and therefore we don't score a lot of goals. And this has been proven this year again. We've got something like, what, 8 league goals in 9 games, boys? I mean, it's just awful. But as I say, though, the ironic thing is, the day before he gets sacked, we have a game where we create quite a lot of chances in the first half, and it was hard to look at Erik Ten Hag in that first half yesterday and go, that was his fault, you know, because our players didn't take the chances. Obviously, the sacking's obviously due to the wider situation at the club, which is just a complete mess right now. I mean, Ruud will come in now as interim, and ultimately, you know, the truth hurts for United fans, it really, really does, but ultimately, boys, we know it'll be another, you know, whether Ruud's just in here on an interim period for you know, the end of the season or whatever, or whether they end up doing another Ollie with him and give him the full-time job, whatever way you want to look at it, whatever way you think it'll happen, it's only going to be a matter of time before they turn on him too. But suddenly now, boys, find our feet again. You know, next couple of months, you watch. We'll string a few performances together, man. The players will be, you know, they'll be back in relaxed mood. They'll be under Ruud, and they'll start playing for him, man. But those tables will turn before we know it, and we're back to square one again. We just never seem to be taking real forward steps to this football club and trying to make our future better. And it's just the sad reality of Manchester United. What we've been now, and what we are now, and what we've been over the last decade, man, since Fergie left. It's just been 10 years of hurt. It really, really has, man. Okay, yes, we've won a few trophies here and there in between, but overall, it's just been a shambles, both on and off the pitch. The thing with Ten Hag, I mean, obviously, you know, I'll say my thoughts on this with the sacking today. I mean, for me, there comes a point where any manager has to be sacked, right? A lot of you boys know I was sticking with Ten Hag a lot this season. You know, we've done many match reactions on this channel, and, you know, despite bad performances, and him not helping himself, and him sacking himself was what a lot of us were saying. Through many performances this year, whether that's, you know, due to his team selections, his substitutes, the decisions he makes in-game management, very, very questionable, right? Very, very questionable to say the least. But it's that fine balance, boys, isn't it? It's that fine balance, man. I think for us as, you know, fans, a lot of us know that, like, we want to do as much as we can not to have to reset that cycle again. You know, you don't want to have to reset the 3-year cycle again where manager gets sacked, new manager comes in, they do well for a bit, maybe win a trophy or two like Erik has done, and then you go and sack him when the players get bored of him, and then they want that new toy in, man, and then they play again for me another, you know, 6 months to a year. The cycle continues, man. The cycle starts to continue again. We wanted to stop that cycle, that toxic cycle of the 3-year thing, and actually move forward with a manager. Now, as I say, that is why I've stuck with Ten Hag for as long as I have done, and I know many fans have as well, and as I say, I respect both sides. So yeah, that's probably why I've stuck with him for as long as I have, boys. I know a lot of people have as well, but you know, there comes a time you're like, right, well, we're just not getting anything now. You know, these players have down tools for him. These players aren't performing to their levels for this guy anymore. And yes, as I've said in this video already, like, you bring a new coach in, you know, Ruud, and then whoever it is long term, right? Realistically, nothing massive is going to change. You know, we're not going to have major success in the pitch now. It's just going to be a case of, you know, avoiding embarrassment in the sense that, you know, if we keep going with Ten Hag right now, God knows where we could end up. We're 14th in the league right now. 8 league goals in 9 games, I believe it is, boys. I mean, it's just abysmal. And we are literally only like 1 win ahead of the relegation zone right now. You look at like 17th, 16th place, like Everton. They're 3 points behind us right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I think 2 points, in fact, right? They're 9 or 11, I think, right? So, yeah, it is, it's scary. So, yeah, as I say, I understand the sacking because as much as I hate another United manager being sacked and then another, you know, just restarting the cycle again, the board's hands are tied because they have to just do something to stop the rot, essentially, right? They have to break this cycle of really, really bad results this season. You know, we're 3 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses in the league. That is, wow. That is awful, right? And what we 11 points in 9 league games. It's just far from good enough, man. So, yeah, as I say, boys, it's a rough one. I liked Erik, I did. Rude, as I say, I said this in recent videos as well. All my passion just feels gone right now. It's a really, really bad place to be as a fan, because I'm just sitting there going, you know, maybe listen, if you're watching this video, you're an United fan, you think Rude's gonna be amazing for us. By all means, I commend your optimism. I just, you know, I wish I was feeling that way as well. For me, it's just more of a long-term thing. Like, I've no doubt Rude will come in. I love Rude, obviously a club legend. He'll do a decent job from the start. The players will like him, and there'll be like a fresh aura around the club for a bit. Fresh, you know, working environment. Players will want to play for him. But we all know this. We've seen this story 3, 4, 5 times, man. You know, we've seen this movie unfold 3, 4, 5 times, man. We know how it ends. And I just think that, yeah, long term, I just want to see some long term, real progress. But we just don't. We're just not going to see that. We're just not going to see that, and that's why you can't really commit into anything at the minute. As a fan, you're just sitting there going, like, you know, yeah, okay, Ten Hag's been sacked. Some people will like that, some people won't. But for me, I'm kind of 50-50 too. I'm kind of balanced. It's not like I'm really, oh my god, I hate Ten Hag was sacked. I understand why he was sacked. It's not like I'm going, you know, I'm really, really gutted about that. No, not really. As I say, there comes a time where he had to go. The results weren't good enough, you know, and he takes a large part of the responsibility for that, alongside the players too, of course, you know. You know, for me, it's no more than a 50-50 split, by the way, you know, because we know the players have done this to other managers too. So yeah, we move our routes. Massive recovery job needed now to save this season, man. I'm going to say save this season. I mean, at this point, it's probably getting a top 10 finish. Maybe trying to sneak a Europa League place, boys. That's where we're at. So, you know, maybe try and get far in the cup competitions, you know. Same old, right? But really appreciate you boys watching the video. As I say, let me know your thoughts. There's going to be debate in the comments, I'm sure. Get your thoughts in, man. Let me know. I want to hear from, obviously, United fans, fellow United fans like myself. Obviously, other clubs fans, whether you're a rival fan, neutral fan on this situation. Drop your thoughts in the comments, man. As I say, let me know. I'll be reading them all, replying to them all as well. Get the conversation rolling. That's what we're all about here on FK Sports. It's obviously a football channel. No matter what team you support, you're very, very welcome. And yeah, please do drop a like in the video, boys. Really does help it get out to more and more new people. And of course, if you're new, really would appreciate if you can hit that subscribe button, man. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. It's a relatively new channel, this, and we're pushing towards that 500, man. So if you're watching this, you're new, very, very welcome aboard. We do watch-alongs on this channel as well as live streams. And then we usually have 1 or 2 of these, you know, sit-down talk videos every single week as well. So yeah, appreciate you boys watching, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace out.